make sure you jump over to the WNBA mode in NBA 2K20. And we want to see your top plays in that mode, so send them over on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow.
I am the 2KMC, and here are your 2K Compete events going down in the neighborhood for the next 2 weeks.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the Wildcats. And so here are the Wildcats. Now the starting group for the visitors. D out there with Wiley. And there's Doc. Then there's Insanity, and it's McCormick in at the point. Here's Insanity. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's the floater. Pass to Montgomery. Here's A-Train. The layup missed. Here's the Cobra. Oh, that's blocked. About 1 minute into the first quarter. They get it back. A-Train, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The D. Here is Doc. And it's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. No keep possession. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Take a break. Reset.
And that one misses. And he can't hit the second. Here are the Wildcats. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. A-Train, the pass to Richards. Here's A-Train. Wiley with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. A-Train, the pass to Richards.
defensively. That is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Thunder. Pass to Q. Richards passes to Thunder. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. And there's the pass to Doc. Puts up a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doc's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity.
Pass to Q. And it's blocked. They get it back. Count it. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The Cobra passes to Insane. Passes it to McCormick. There's the three. That shot no good. The Wildcats come into this one following a loss to the Suns.
How about the shooting percentage, though? In the low 30s. That tells you all you need to know.
I think indicative of some breakdowns in their offensive execution. You don't create any open looks, and they couldn't make the ones they were taking.
Here is Doc. He's got 5. There's the pass to D. Pass to McCormick. Here is Doc. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Here's A-Train. And the foul called on the Cobra. That's his first foul. Q passes to Montgomery. 6 to shoot. Here's Thunder. Passes it to Q. Here's A-Train. Jacks up a 3.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's McCormick. He can't hit that time. And the Wildcats the other way now. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So for the Wildcats, the natural comes in for Jay. And Jay subbed in for Thunder. The pass to Richards. Wiley with the rebound. Wiley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the Cobra. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Wiley. Just 5 to shoot. They need this one. Here's Insanity. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
It's tipped. It's off his leg. And the ref's saying he kicked it. Wildcats making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Pass to Richards. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
The visitors with the ball. The Cobra passes to Wiley. Williams against Brooks. Back to Williams. Passes to D. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot. That one off the back iron and out. Here's A-Train. There's the pass to Jay. Pass to the natural. Doesn't get it to drop for him. To the inside. And the dunk by McLemore.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And the Wildcats call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Passes it to A-Train. To the paint. Here's Richards. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Nice shot by Brooks. Here's the Cobra. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. D passes to McCormick. That one also missed for him. Just like the other 3 attempts this game.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Now the pass to the natural. And it's blocked. But they get it back. Here's A-Train. He's guarded by... That evens the score. A-Train's got 5.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
D passes to McCormick. Pass to D. Pass to McLemore. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Jay, the pass to A-Train. It's Brooks on the wing. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. To the middle. Off target at the rim.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Here's A-Train. He's got 5. Pass to Richards. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
strike.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backfield.
Chalk up 2 there. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's A-Train. 5 points in the game. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Johnson.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Inside. And here's McLemore. Here's Fresh. No good on the last second attempt there. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. The away team, they lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So it's the visitors now. We've got Big Red. A-Train is out there with Jay, and it's the natural, and it's Brooks in at the 3. The pass to Fresh. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Johnson. Brooks grabs the board.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
T out there with Williams. Then it's McLemore. Then it's Johnson. And it's Fresh in at the shooting guard position. Kicks it to Williams. Johnson surveying the floor. Fires it up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Fresh. He feeds it to Williams.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. So for the Wildcats, Jay's checked in for Big Red, and Thunder subbed in for A-Train. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Thunder passes to Montgomery. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jay's got his first points of the night.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Johnson finds Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got his first points in this one. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Wildcats. They trail by 3. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And that one drops for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Johnson outside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Brooks, the pass to the natural. Uses both hands to slam it down. a lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Johnson kicks to Williams. Passes to deep. From deep. And that one is off. To the inside, the natural. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's D. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's the natural. And that one drops.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at.
He's checked in for Brooks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Down low. The pass to Montgomery. Pass to Thunder. Lets the three fly. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here is Doc. He has 5. Now here's Fresh. Here's Insanity. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter.
Here is Doc. It's blocked. For 3. Kept alive. Here's the natural. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. The visitors with the ball. 9-point game. Here's the Cobra. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Insanity. Clock at 6. And it's in there.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And there's the pass to Montgomery. Pass to Q. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jay's got the lead up to 10 now for the Wildcats.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Passes it to McCormick. Pass to Wiley. They get a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Thunder. And the pass to Q. Pass to the natural. Here's Thunder. 5 on the clock. Right wing. Here's Jay. From outside, off the mark. Jay's got it gone. 1 of 3 from the field here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Wildcats, Big Red comes in for the natural. And it's A-Train in for Jay. That one is no good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunity, get to the line. Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's McCormick. Second chance shot. He can't get that one. And the Wildcats the other way now. Q passes to Richards. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Passes it to Thunder. Here's A-Train for the 3. Wiley with the rebound. Wiley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Dot. No good there. And the Wildcats the other way now. Here's Q, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it, Kevin. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here is Doc. The Wildcats getting their last shot to go. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McCormick and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success. Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Wiley. Here is Doc. Offensive rebound. It's tipped. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Richards. No good from 11 feet. Big Red's gone 2 for 5 tonight. To the paint. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And there's the pass to Thunder. Fires from the wing. The shot, no good. And so it's the home team. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have made it very tough.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Looking at the Wildcats. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right.
Thanks for joining us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Big Red out there with Jay. Then it's Q. Then it's Thunder. And it's A-Train in at the 3. That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. They've got Insanity. Doc is out there with the Cobra. Then there's Wiley. And it's D in at the 4. The Cobra passes to Insanity. Passes it to Doc. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Six to shoot. Insanity. No good with the wing jumper. And so here are the Wildcats. 17-point lead, their biggest. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Sometimes with a passer's mindset, he deals it with conviction.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Here is Doc. 7 points in the game. Here's McCormick. The shot comes out, and the Wildcats the other way now.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Can't hit from 12.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they've talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Q passes to Montgomery. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And that one misses.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's the Cobra. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Thunder. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint. And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. D passes to Insanity. They need this. Pass to Wiley. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Wildcats. So for the Wildcats, the natural, he's checked in for Big Red, and Jay subbed in for Thunder. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The pass to A-Train. Just 5 on the clock. From down in the low post, it goes. A-Train's got 7 points in the game.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
With the floater, that one's not going to go.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Over to the left wing. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to the Wildcats. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Jay. That's tipped. They recover it. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Fresh. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And so here are the Wildcats. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Jay, the pass to Q. Here's the natural. Passes to Montgomery. Shot clock at 6. Riley with the rebound. Riley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Fresh. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Jay, he's guarded by Johnson. Q passes to Montgomery. Here's Jay, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this: the NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. No one near him. And that one's good. Fresh. Here's A-Train. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Brooks. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brooks has got his second bucket of the night.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here is Doc. He has 7. Poked away. Jay, he's covered by Fresh. Jay, the pass to the natural. Tries from 10. Nice touch on the bank shot. The natural's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Here is Doc. Pass to Fresh. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. D, he's checked in for Doc. On the free throw, no good. Here are the Wildcats. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's the natural. Lays it up and banks it in. The natural's got 4 points this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That's his second.
good on that one. He doesn't get the second one. Here are the Wildcats. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. There's the pass to Jay. Taken away. And they're running. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to A-Train. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Johnson with it. Tipped away. Here's the natural. Brooks, the best of the natural. Goes back up. And that's a foul called on Bottoms. That's his first foul. Big checked in for A-Train. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Six on the shot clock. Here's D. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Thunder's checked in for Q. So he gets them both. Here's Thunder. He's got 10. Pass to Richards. Here's the natural. Here's Thunder. Pass to Brooks. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Williams. Now Johnson. 2 minutes left. That shot, no good. And the Wildcats the other way now. A minute 42 left to play here in the third. Thunder passes to Richards. Jay, he's guarded by Williams. Williams with the steal. And here's Fresh. 6 points for him. Johnson finds Williams. Now the pass to D. From deep three-point range, it's not going to go for him. And so here are the Wildcats. Here's Thunder. Trains the three-pointer. Thunder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Williams' shot is off.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Thunder passes to Richards. Here's Thunder. Passes it to Jay. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to McLemore. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Here's Thunder. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the home team having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Teams, if they can keep the rights to their best player, we see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Jones. We've got Williams. Jones is out there with D. Then it's Johnson, and it's Big Dog in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's D. Free throw missing. Doris, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Thunder. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Outside Williams. Pass to Jones. The high post shot. The shot that time, not on target. And the Wildcats the other way now. Here's Thunder, defended by Jones. The pass to Thunder. Here's Big Red. Here's Thunder. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Jones. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Jay's checked in for Big Red. Pass to the captain. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
D, he's checked in for D. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 5 to shoot. The pass to Thunder. Shoots the three. And Jones pulls it down.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here are the Wildcats. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Thunder, and that one's on target from the wing. Thunder's got 11 points here in just the second half. Jones, the pass to D. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there, you're correct.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Pass to Jones. The three. Good on the triple. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Passes to Thunder. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Thunder. Baseline try. And Jones pulls it down. Williams looking around. Johnson outside. Pass to D. Now the pass to Johnson. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That is his first foul of the game. Well, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a midseason tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have two goals. Instead of one championship, maybe you want to win that midseason tournament too.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Passes it to A-Train. Sinks that one from the post. Jones with it. Johnson outside. Got a piece of it. Here's A-Train. And he uses the glass on the layup. Here's Jones. Pass to D. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade, you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's two high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. And there's the pass to Big Dog. Here's Johnson. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. The visitors with the ball. 6 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post. Here's A-Train. Well, some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's A-Train, defended by Jones. Here's A-Train. That one doesn't go.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Fresh is checked in for D.
Fresh.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Dishes it to Williams. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. And that one falls for Williams. Well, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Here's Thunder. There's 1:26 left in the game. Clock at 6. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Fresh. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. 8 points for Fresh. Fresh has gone 3 for 5 from the field. There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Thunder. Rebound by Williams. Outside, Jones. Makes it off the glass.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
He's covered by Fresh. He can't get that one to fall. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jones. That shot off the mark. Here's Thunder, defended by Jones. Here's Thunder. So we see the Wildcats get the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.